You're in a Woody Allen movie now. Do you ever just pinch yourself and think, I started as a teenage actress, you know, in the Twilight franchise. I'm now doing Woody Allen.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening like right now. I'm kind of tripping out at the fact that I'm doing an interview about being in a Woody Allen movie.
At Cannes?
Yeah, yeah.
Your character is really likeable, interestingly.
Weird.
Well, especially weird, given that actually she's playing these two men off against each other.
Yeah.
One who's Steve Carell, incredibly old.
Yep.
The other who's his nephew, played by Jesse Eisenberg. So how did you have that scenario yet still make her so likeable?
Yeah, it's definitely not a conventional path that my character has chosen. And it takes place in the 1930s, so it's even more like, you know, women had to behave a certain way and had to appear a certain way. But the movie is really a reflection on the different loves that you can have in life and how your perspective changes as you grow a little bit older. And it's really a movie about getting to the end of a certain period and looking back and wondering what could have been.
There is a brilliant line in the movie. It is sort of quintessential Woody Allen, where one of the characters, not yours, says more people die of unrequited love than tuberculosis each year, which I'm sure is something a lot of us can relate to. As, you know, Kristen Stewart, the movie star, can you still relate to the idea of unrequited love?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, it's the most grotesque, that's, truly actually the most gutting, horrible feeling in the entire world. Hypothetically speaking, I have no idea what that's like.
Now, you're mates with Jesse, but you've got this very intense love story going on with him in the movie. Yeah. Is that weird, or do you get on set and completely shut off?
It actually isn't weird with him. It never gets weird. And we are truly friends.
Yeah.
There's nothing weird between us. It actually is
no sexual chemistry off screen. Because you can see it on screen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really comfortable with Jesse, and I truly love him. I don't get embarrassed around him. Yeah. So I was totally able to just let my face hang out and be that really girly, sort of flitty young lady.
What about with Steve? Because obviously there is a reality here, which is that he probably is old enough to be your father, both in real life and as characters. Yeah. Was that much more difficult then?
I think the only way that the story works is if the character that I play, Vani, is, without being flippant, she's not irresponsible. She's just, there's a willingness to live, and there's a really contagious, I don't know, in the moment attitude. And I think that Steve's character has that as well. I think that they have a lot of fun together. Steve's one of the funniest people I've ever, and you will ever, any one of us will ever be around. So it's, again, totally contagious. There's this one scene where we're all supposed to be laughing and carrying on and having this fabulous time at this table before Jesse comes and approaches and says hi. And it's been a long time since he's seen us, and we're supposed to just be laughing at the top of the take. We have nothing to laugh at. He literally just looked at all of us and just went and we're hysterically laughing at his fake laugh. I was how did you do that? He could make you laugh in a second.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, Kristen, please come and visit us in the UK. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
If you'd like to see even more great guests, then click here. There are plenty more fantastic interviews to come, so make sure that you subscribe.
But I have this kind of face that I remember, I put my Nazi suit on. My son, who's 14 now, saw a picture of me in the Nazi suit, and he went, yeah, you see, that works.
You don't want your son saying that to you. That's not something you want.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks.